Francis and I got together and we really wanted to do something that celebrated the lives of people who join our group and followed the journey really from diagnosis right through to actual acceptance of the fact that they've got a dementia of some sort. We called our project the Butterfly Effect, and what we wanted to do was do something in every quarter of the year, because one of the things that we really wanted from the project was that we didn't just produce a piece of art for this year, we wanted it to have a lasting legacy really and follow a journey. So we decided that we would track the journey of dementia from diagnosis right through to getting on with your life and accepting the fact that you have a diagnosis.
The first thing was Made in Hull, where we talked particularly to the men, but also to the women who were involved in the Monday group about their work and but also their lives really, and the influences on them.
A lot of people have a really bad image of dementia and that it's the end of the world when you have a diagnosis. So what we wanted to show was that life still goes on and you can still have fun and still enjoy life.
The Butterfly goes through the whole year. It started off with the We did as a cocoon, and that was illuminated and you could see inside that there was a creature, a butterfly, sort of waiting to come out. And in some ways that reflected the diagnosis that people at Butterflies and families have to cope with.
The second section for the Roots and Roots season of the City Culture, we called it Reflections, and what we wanted to do there was show how people were starting to reflect on their lives after diagnosis and how it was affecting them, and sometimes they're still going through that sort of period of anger or fear, and but starting to accept things. And what we did for that section, we used the metaphor of glass.
So this week I've been here with the glass percussion instruments with the Butterflies group upstairs on the second floor. We've been creating music obviously with the glass percussion instruments, but that also has text from various interviews that have taken place with members of the Butterflies group about their memories of their working lives, some of their family lives. So we have a series of pieces that we've devised that are glass percussion and spoken word. Throughout the workshops we saw a massive engagement with a lot of our members who came along and thoroughly enjoyed it and really mucked in and joined in with, tried all sorts of instruments and glasses, and it was a real learning curve for all of us really, because we were never sure exactly how that would work. And then when we actually got to the stage where we had everyone on stage, it was just an amazing evening. Everyone joined in, and we had people with dementia on stage performing for the audience. We had people dancing, people crying in the audience because of how beautiful the whole thing was. We've had lots of great reactions, people really listening hard, playing with care and attention, and one of the best reactions we've had was from a woman called Margaret, who started her shoulder going like this, and then she started playing a handbag like this, and she started clapping her hands like this. And I thought, what for?
For the Reflections project, the butterfly has begun to emerge. So you've got the creature coming out of the cocoon, and you can start to see the beginning of the wings. During the third season, which was called Freedom, what we wanted to look at there was the freedom of accepting you've got a diagnosis, and the fact that your life is still going on, and that realisation that people, and everyone takes a different time to come to that, and some people never do, but the majority of people actually do come to the stage where they accept it, and with the support
they can start to enjoy life again. So what we chose as a we called it It's All a Balancing Act. So what we chose as a metaphor for that was spinning plates, which is something that people often say to us, it's like spinning plates. So we decided that we just had to get circus skills in for that section. So we held a couple of workshops and an open day where the public could come, family members could come, where there was actually a performance, and people had a chance to ride unicycles and spin plates and walk on stilts and walk on a tightrope. It was just a complete circus experience, really. What we want to do is tell people that we do exist and that people with dementia do carry on living and they are part of the community and they still go about enjoying things and involved in art projects and simply just going out for a coffee and getting on with their lives. They're not just, and they shouldn't be just put into a corner and filed away really and given up on.
Over the rest of the year, the next butterfly will be out and the wings will be more visible, and finally the butterfly will be ready to soar. One of
the main parts that I wanted to actually happen was some way of recognising all the people that have been through our services over the years. So part of this project we've launched a sort of Tibetan flag type piece of art where every new member of our group makes a thing with their name on it, and we're hanging that up at every piece, and that will go on forever. So after the year of culture's finished, we'll continue to do that and we'll just keep adding to it and adding, and we have now got strips of names which represent the people, because I think the whole point is that it's about the people, not the dementia. It's about the people that take part in our things.
June has a good phrase for it. She doesn't talk about suffering from, she talks about living with, and people live and cope amazingly, and it's always a real joy to work with butterflies.
Hopefully we've raised a bit of awareness and reduced some of the stigma that is associated with dementia. I think our members really have just had a whale of a time all year.